Okay, one of the most common questions that I'm asked is which tail to go for on your new bodyboard. Okay, there's lots of different tails out there, but the most common two types are the bat tail and the crescent tail. Okay, so starting with the bat tail and its main sort of advantages and features. So, if you look at the back of the board, it's got a nice sort of bulb that sticks out, and now that bulb increases the volume of the board, which in turn means the volume of the board is increased, keeping you more floaty, especially at the back of the board. So in slacker, slower waves, that can increase your speed because you're higher up in the water. Also, because of its rounded nature, its shape, there's less of a tail peg to bite into the wave face. So it means that going into sliding manoeuvres can be more easy. So some spins, ARSs, coming out of reverse floaters and things like that, you can really notice the difference. Many Europeans favour these tail types because of the benefit that we have riding in our kind of slightly more sloppy waves, generally more sloppy waves. The thing you want to be looking for in a good bat tail is that the bulb isn't protruding too much, so that it's kind of nice and comfortable to lay on still. Now, a crescent tail is the tail that I would recommend if you're just getting into bodyboarding, and the reason for that is when you launch onto the board, so when you're just diving onto the board to catch waves, your hips slot into this crescent shaped tail much more easy. Okay. Also, as you're becoming more developed with your bodyboarding, you want to start riding tubes, the bite that you get off the tail peg of a crescent tail is slightly more improved than it is on a bat tail. So that means that holding your edge on a steep wave face is actually easier on a crescent tail than it is on a bat tail. So if I was going to go riding really sort of epic tubes in Indo, or some really sucky reefs, maybe Porth Leven or something like that that was going off, I'd definitely choose a crescent tail because it's going to have the advantage of holding you in the tube better. But by the same token, for learners, it's really good at that end of the scale as well. Now, the decision to get a crescent tail or a bat tail is totally up to you, but in a perfect world, you'd have a board suited to the conditions that you're going to ride. So that's why on my boards, most of the time I'm riding bat tails in the UK, because most of the time the waves aren't epic barrels. But by the same token, on the times that there are epic barrels, I'll always try and have a crescent tail handy to get stuck into those tubes. Hopefully that helps you out. Okay, one of the most common questions that I'm asked is which tail to go for on your new bodyboard. Okay, there's lots of different tails out there, but the most common two types are the bat tail and the crescent tail. Okay, so